new video. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle, I'm ready to go. Eurovision fam, are you ready for the show? Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia, and today I'm really excited because we have to talk about my predictions for qualifiers for semifinal 2. So now the way that we're going to do this is I'm going to kick it off with my personal opinions. I'm going to say the ones that I personally feel like should qualify, and then I'll give you my borderline qualifiers, aka my runner-ups, and then I'll tell you the countries that I'm like, nah, it ain't happening for you. You ain't making it through. So first, let me start off and say that these are the countries that I don't want to have qualify for semifinal 2. Sorry, you're not making the final. Norway, Romania, San Marino, Georgia, and Malta. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, and these are the countries that I personally want to have qualify. We're kicking it off with Denmark, the Netherlands, Poland, Hungary, Sweden, Slovenia, Ukraine, Australia, Russia, and Latvia. Okay, you done here? So for my borderline qualifiers, this is just my personal stuff. My borderline qualifiers were Serbia, Montenegro, and Moldova. So that's what I personally think, so you can beat me up in the comments now. Feel free, feel free to tell me what an idiot I am. But now let me tell you what I think is actually going to happen, okay? I think these next countries are a lock. They're definitely qualifying. There's no question about it. They're going to the final. Sweden, Norway, Australia, Ukraine, Netherlands, Poland, Denmark, and Russia. So that essentially leaves a borderline category where I've got Moldova, Latvia, Hungary, Serbia, and Romania. From that borderline group, I'm going to go ahead and say that Latvia and Hungary actually make it through. But if Latvia doesn't make it through, I think their spot will technically be taken by Moldova or Serbia. One or the other. What that leaves that are just no, they're not qualifying, I don't even think they're borderline, is San Marino, Georgia, Malta, Slovenia, and Montenegro. Let me talk about Slovenia because I've seen y'all in my comments. I see you commenting like, you love Slovenia, like where is it? Why isn't it in your top? Here's the thing, this is a really tough year. And Slovenia, I mean, that's just my jam. I just like the song. I'm not really looking at it as a Eurovision song because I just like it. And on a level, I think it also is a full package. Like we have choreography. She's going to perform it well. But I am not confident that y'all, televoters, Eurovision fans, I am not confident that that song has what it takes to slay the pack. And I think historically speaking, acts that were similar to Slovenia this year just don't really seem to perform well at Eurovision. So honestly, like I said earlier, I would have it qualify in my personal top. My personal top would have Slovenia there. My personal qualifiers would have Slovenia. And I'm still hoping and praying on just some cute young kids just really loving what Slovenia is offering and giving it some points and like bumping it up in the televote, because I think the juries are going to annihilate this entry, and I don't really think that is right. Montenegro is another one. Montenegro is kind of my favorite between Serbia and Montenegro because they're kind of doing something similar, and I actually prefer Montenegro, but I will say from what I've seen, like betting odds, just comments, just what people are saying, it seems like there's a little bit more love for Serbia. Boo Boo is singing. He sounds great. He's performing it live really well. And I wish that Montenegro this year had more of an opportunity. But then again, this is just a really tough year. I think it should go without saying that San Marino is like a no in both of my personal and like reality. That rap just brings it down, and I don't think the staging is going to elevate it enough. But at least it'll be fun. You know, at least it'll be a fun entry. It's upbeat. It's got a positive message. So I'm feeling good for that. Malta is both a no in my category and a no in reality. That sounds so bad saying like a no in reality. Here's the thing. Malta's song is actually not that bad. She did not perform that song well enough in the live version that we have. So that makes me a little bit nervous. And also, those lyrics are atrocious. Those lyrics are just so cliche. And honestly, it doesn't really matter what the message is. And I'm going to say this, and I know y'all going to fight me in the comments, so I'm already ready. Here's my response, because I'm not going to respond to these comments, so you can just listen to this part. It doesn't matter what the message of your song is if it's poorly written. I could have a song that's all about the children, and if it is poorly written and poorly sung, it doesn't matter what the song is about. That's a great thing. It's nice to have a song with a message, but if you are not going to sing it well, and if the lyrics are trite and cliche, you are doing a disservice low-key to that message that you are promoting. Personally, that's just my personal opinion. But I do like the beat of the song. Like the track is good. I just wish those lyrics were not so trite and cliche. Moldova is a borderline qualifier for me. I think the song is just, it's a little bit dated, but I really like it. I think it's a bop, and it is sung so well. And that's the thing that makes me go, Moldova has an opportunity to sneak its way into the final just based off the fact that they've got nice tight choreography. I think it's going to be staged really well, and they are going to sound great. So Moldova definitely has an opportunity to make it in. I don't think it'll be enough. I think this year's a little bit too competitive. I could see it making its way into the final. Serbia, I don't know if I should spend any more time talking about Serbia. For me, the song... Serbia's song is not bad, but this year is just too competitive for it. I don't see this being elevated on stage. I see this not qualifying. I think the juries will have it kind of midway, unfortunately. So Serbia is just not, I don't think it's going to slide through. So Hungary is borderline for me, but like I said, I think Hungary is going to be in the final. I think it should be in the final. It's an actual credible rock entry. That staging is about to be fire. It's just so unique and different that although I think it's polarizing for some folks, I think there's more people who would be like, thank you for this breath of fresh air away from just straight up pop music. And I think Hungary's given us that. And look, I love the entry. It's in my personal top 10, so there you go. Latvia is complicated. I think Latvia is going to end up making it there. But if Latvia did not qualify, I would not be surprised. I think what Latvia has to worry about is the fact that running order isn't really the best for them. And although the staging is impactful, I'm gonna need her to be in a cute, sexy dress. I mean, real talk, if Aminata still has her dress, we can take out the seaming. We can adjust it so that it can fit you, but you cannot be, like all the dresses I saw her perform in are not the one. Like she's too young, she's too sexy, she's too cute to be wearing these dresses with all this fabric, not form-fitting, not really doing for her body what they could be doing. Styling's important, you know? And I guess I'll say, because one of the big discrepancies from what I personally want to have qualify and what I think will actually qualify is Norway. I've spoken on the song numerous times. I don't think Norway should qualify. I think if Norway qualifies, it's only because of Alexander and his past fame, and I just think that that is really unfair and kind of ridiculous, because when he won, that was then, this is now, and that song is so elementary and junior, it really, really does not deserve to qualify. There are just other quality songs that are credible entries, and in my opinion, like, it's just taking the spot of a song that's better, from my perspective, okay? Let me speak a little bit about Russia. Some people are saying that Russia might not qualify this year. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to even get that in my mind that that is something that could possibly happen. If it doesn't happen, okay, cool, I guess. I personally like Russia's song. I think I Won't Break is actually a really good track. I just don't see Russia not qualifying. I'm gonna throw it out there. I think Sweden will win this semi. Yeah, I just think Sweden is gonna win this semi, and it's crazy because, I mean, Sweden is kind of emerging a little bit as a dark horse. And I think people are forgetting what that song looks like when it's gonna be on stage. And people who are seeing it for the first time are going to stop and be like, oh my gosh, where did we just go? Is this still the Eurovision Song Contest, or am I just watching a music video? Because that staging is so good. Benjamin is so good. This is going to finish, I think even, that's crazy, I'm about to say this. I think Benjamin, Sweden might actually finish higher than 5th place this year overall. I don't know. I haven't seen the staging for other countries, but looking at what we have right now, I would not be surprised if Benjamin and Grosso won semifinal 2. I think Norway, just off the strength of Alexander, might end up winning televote. But here's the thing that blows my mind, is when we were at the national selection for Norway, there were juries that gave Alexander's song 12 points. And that is so troubling to me. The songs that we have are so credible, they are so quality, and this song is legitimately made for Junior Eurovision, and there's nothing wrong with that other than the fact that this is not the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. This is the Eurovision Song Contest, okay? It's just crazy to me to think that there are gonna be some juries that are going to give this 12 points. We're not getting a strong enough vocal. The song composition itself is not as mature and credible as other entries. Now, mind you, I'm not saying the song is trash. I want to speak on Poland because I haven't said a lot about Poland lately. I like Poland's entry. I actually like it a lot. I think it's fun. I think it's modern. I think it's going to be a breath of fresh air in the final and in this semi. Poland is good. They're delivering. I think Poland is making it through, and I think Poland will definitely have a nice show on stage, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to feel current. Yeah, I'm excited to see Poland on stage. Real quick, Denmark. Yeah, Denmark is about to have, like, bomb staging. I'm really excited to see that. I think Denmark is going to do well, and I think Denmark is going to make its way to the final. Oh my gosh, Netherlands. Oh, I love the Netherlands this year. I know that country music isn't really y'all's thing, but Waylon, he's good looking. He could sing well. He could play an instrument. Musicality. So, yeah, Netherlands, I'm really excited to see this in the final. Okay, I'm saying it right now, in the final. I mean, I'll speak on Australia a little bit. I think Jessica Mauboy is a great vocalist. I think this will be sung well. I think the staging will be done well. But for me, overall, this song, we're taking a little step back. I'm still having dreams of Guy Sebastian and Dami Im. Mind you, I still listen to both of those songs in the car, Dami Im and Guy Sebastian. Both really quality, really current, really good songs. And there's something about Australia's song this year that just feels a little too Eurovision Song Contest, as opposed to, like, let's just make a good pop track. Well, those are my comments. Do you agree with me? Talk to me in the comments below. Do you disagree with me? Which I'm sure some of you do. Talk to me in the comments below. Don't forget, this really is a conversation. Also, don't forget to connect with me on social media. I'm going to be in Lisbon for the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm so excited. So don't forget to subscribe, and like this video if you like it. But more importantly, let's get excited for the Eurovision Song Contest.